Oh, good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today. I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Tuesday, so a little song ditty here. Let grasses grow and waters flow in a free and easy way, but give me enough of the rare old stuff that's made by Galway Bay. And policemen all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too, we'll give them the slip and we'll take a little sip of the good old Mountain Dew. Hi diddly dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle di day. Hi diddle dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle di day. There's a neat little still at the foot of the hill where the smoke curls up to the sky. By the whiff and the smell you can plainly tell there's poaching boys close by. It fills the air with odor rare, and betwixt both me and you, home we'll roll, we'll drink a bowl of bucket full of Mountain Dew. Hi diddle dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle day. Hi diddle dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle day. Now learned men has used the pen, have writ your praises high, of the rare poaching from Ireland green, that's filled from weed and rye. Away with your pills, it'll cure all your ills, be a pagan, a Christian, a Jew. Take off your coat and grease your throat with a couple of Mountain Dew. Hi diddle dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle day. Hi diddle dal dum dilly doodle dal dum dilly doo di diddle day. All right, hey, well, it's not everyone who can try a drinking song at 8 in the morning without drinking, but just want to acknowledge I'm happy I married into the Irish tradition. That a lot to me musically and culturally. So, drink a bowl. Anyway, back to what we do here. Oh, the disappointing affirmations. Yes, for my friends who don't like my toxic positivity, this one's for you. Sometimes I gaze into the abyss just so I can feel something is gazing back at me. Take that away for today. All right, for journal writing people, what about forgiveness? You know, the Islamic people, it's one of the 99 beautiful names of Allah, Ya Ghaffar, the forgiver. So forgiving ourselves can be one of the most difficult things to do. So I ask you, where or with whom in your life would you like to be granted a fresh start? And like a 12-step program, sometimes you got to make amends. And if you've already made amends, all right, are you ready to forgive yourself? Let me know what you're doing with that, and I'll share what my struggle and relationship is with that. All right, very simple, begin and continue. That's what yoga is all about. Or as my teacher would say, go on learning more, and then continue learning for the rest of your life. And of course, the realization in yoga is experience. So you can study, but eventually you got to hit the mat and find out how it works for your own anatomy. All right, now, you know I'm a big fan of Joseph Campbell, and the appeal of the constants are very deep, and no one's going to avoid facing that which is constant and grave in the human condition. So there's a common humanity that's built into our nervous system out of which our imagination works. And if you're a Jungian, you understand that the collective unconscious keeps bringing up themes and motifs. They keep appearing, popping up all over the place. And in a certain way, you can say the dream is the personal myth, and myth is the collective dream. And I think it's really important to understand what humanity's been putting out for a couple of thousand years. That has been our connection to something that's deep in us, right? The appeal of the constants are deep and it doesn't go away. Now, life has a surprise element to it. There's no doubt about it. We all face spiritual hiccups, stuff that happens in the twists and turns in the rip-roaring roller coaster of life, unbeknownst to us. And yet, the Eastern philosophy traditions give a lot of emphasis on and value to the idea of the introverted mind can self-liberate, right? The introverted mind can self-liberate itself. Like the Buddha consciousness, you can go deep enough inside to discover the source of your own existence, which turns out to be the universe itself. But at a certain point, you got to do it for yourself. One person, one karma. No one came through your mom's womb for you. No one's going to check out for you. And that's probably why the Buddha said, be a refuge unto yourself. Be a lamp unto yourself. Right? It doesn't mean that you can't have companions. You can have a support system, build a community. But ultimately, there are things that can only be done and have to be done by you. All right. And one of the things that'll prevent us from doing that is if we don't know how to honor fear. The wrong aspect of fear is false evidence appearing real. So you have to learn how to be a master of spiritual Aikido. Roll with the punches and learn that deflecting worry, deflecting trouble, deflecting the old imprints and old memories is what's going to teach you how to take a breath, pause and reflect before you act. And then you'll learn new ways of dealing with your own uneasiness, how to soothe yourself. And what do you soothe yourself with? The wisdom that you know to be true. So then when you do that, now you're back into affirmation, because your mind is made up according to your belief. And what's belief? Just something you believe is true. And they say, according to your belief, let it be done unto you. What are you believing? And if your life is not turning out the way you want, how is that connected to the thought forms you have? Because if you're always saying, things are getting worse, I never get a break, I see no way out, I'm helpless, I don't know what to do, I'm such a victim. Those are the kind of thoughts that will not manifest the positive outcome. Those are not the kind of thoughts that are going to serve you. You're not going to get cooperation from your subconscious mind. Remember I said the subconscious mind is basically pro-life. But you got to give it the commandments, the code, so it knows what to do, how to replicate it. So this is the most important thing you'll ever hear from me or anyone else. Oh, that's a good way to set you up to listen. The path of least resistance always feels good, and that's the one where you align yourself with the source of your own existence. So remember, friends, time is the material of life. I hope that we all do our earthly best to use it wisely and not squander it. So find your way to give your best and see what that does to remind you that the happier you are, the better things go. And the world needs that, so bring it out to everyone.